starters.
For sure. You mentioned that GOAT follows an underdog. At what point in your career did you not feel like the underdog?
17 years in, I still feel that way. Maybe the first time I acknowledged was after the second MVP, but the spirit of what goes into my game, and I think why I've been able to extend, this longevity is because I still have that underdog in my DNA. The way that I try to work, like I have a lot more to accomplish, but nothing to prove. But that accomplished part is still that driving force that keeps me going. So.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. They've got MP, and it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, there's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Hayward's shot is off. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Dallas. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each one won.
I think it's a really good indicator of which team's off-season moves will have the biggest impact.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Count it.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
It's hauled in by Bates. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he can't hit the second. Deflects the pass. Pass to Flag. The shot. Drops in the short one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
MP left side. And MP throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And Dallas calls time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I think as soon as it got to OT, they felt discouraged. They really expected to win that game going away.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Pacers, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Well, right now for the Hawks, They're definitely one of the league's pleasant surprises. Top 5 in the rankings. They found lightning in a bottle, and they're pouring it on.
Now, here is James. He has 6. Hammonds grabs a rebound. Hawks trail by 3. MP left side. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Hammonds. Coming off a 31-point game. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots off the step back. Here's Hayward. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Pass to Queen. Now, here is James. It's James on the wing. Over MP. And the shot falls short that time. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Thompson finds MP.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Thompson. He's closely guarded. Here's Bates. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Mavericks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Pass to Flag. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Flag's got his second bucket on the night.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him...
Substitution on the court.
And here's Howard. Pass to Kerr. The rebound by Sheldon.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got MP, and it's Howard in at the power forward position. Oh, denied by Hayward. And another shot. Avdia. And at last, they get one to fall. Avdia's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Here's Drew. Nice D from Avdia. The Mavericks lead by 6. Shot is up. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Pass to MP. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
There's 38 seconds left in the half. Avdia outside. Pass to Flag. Clock at 4. Over MP, and Flag gets it to go on the assist by Avdia. Flag's got 9 points.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Here's Marion. From deep. And that one's good. Flag. And now a 9-point Maverick lead. MP left side. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Got it off in time. That shot, no good. And so it's Dallas closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Dallas leading by 7. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And for Atlanta, we've got Asar Thompson, and it's MP in at shooting guard. Thompson passes to MP. Off target from three-point range. And for Dallas. Pass to James. Connects from downtown. 9 points in the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And MP throws it down.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Magic had a nice performance. He dropped 13 points and made a good number of free throws as well. He was effective in that game, finding ways to be useful out there. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. He was aggressive in that game, really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Well, let's see if that rhythm carries over. They will involve him early in this one. Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
6 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell. Tries again. It's blocked. Here's Hammonds. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Yep, that one's good.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Now, here is James. 9 points in the game. Thompson pulls it in.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim.
Substitution on the court.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Has to flag. Fires the 3.
They have the lead, but their three-point game hasn't been as effective as it was in the first half.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got MP, and it's Thompson in at the 3, small forward. Dallas leading by 6. It's hauled in by Hayward.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
At the line for
They can't get the first one.
2 shots.
Good on the second one.
He did exactly what needed to be done, though, pushing them to a 2-possession lead.
To the paint. MP, that one's good. MP's got 20 points.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The Mavericks lead by 3. Covered by MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
15 foul.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it. Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Wow, that is huge, going right at the defense and showing a lot of nerve.
Covered by MP. banked it in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Well, the best approach against a bigger defender is to go right into their chest.
Timeout called, the Hawks.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Cooper Flagg.
The defense has just looked utterly lost trying to slow him down. He's consistently just getting high percentage shots because of how hard he's working. He's doing pretty much whatever he can to get open and making the most of those opportunities.
Here's Flagg following the score by Atlanta. Stolen by MP. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got 4 rebounds in the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Now here's Hayward. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead. Uncovered. No good that time.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Count it! Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Goes up from the top of the key. It falls!
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. They're down by 1. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Hayward's shot is off. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Oh, Hayward with some nice D.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Douglas. And buries it from deep.
Your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about. And
Dallas calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 16, guys.
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's the 3. Oh, my! What a shot!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're losing by 1. Only 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce,
energy in the locker room.
I hear you're quite funny.
I try. Little dry humor, a little witty, but
I was
I'm not
surprised.
gonna be like a stand-up comic or anything like that by any stretch. But I like to have fun. Let's put it that way.
If you could be an animal or describe your personality as an animal, what would it be?
So my favorite animal is like an elephant. My wife always says I'm a slow walker. So it's like
Those are the worst.
Exactly. So like that's the one physical character trait. I don't know. I feel like I'm like a worker bee too, kind of vibe, where you're always on the go, always doing something. Don't really know how to sit still. Wildly different references.
It is.
But
And in personality, like type B in certain situations and type A in other
very
situations.
much. Now this is like therapy now. We're working on some stuff.
In Japan culture, it's called ikigai, when you're
Yeah.
like, oh, you
I
know?
read the book. Yeah.
I love that. All right, so you have so many hobbies, a ton of businesses. Why did you want to create a production company?
Leveraging basketball and the audience and the platform that I have, I knew from an authenticity standpoint, faith, family, and sports was something that
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got MP. He's out there with Hammonds, and it's Bates in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, they've got Holmgren, and it's Randolph in at the point. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Now, here's Randolph. Pass to Freeman. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randolph.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
A 3 from MP. Rebounded by Freeman. And here's Los Angeles. Shoots from the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good. Hammonds kicks to MP. Here's Thompson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
Pass to O'Connor. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Inside, stolen. Out left to the wing. Here's Freeman. Offline. With his 3.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Pass to Richards. Here's O'Connor. Covered by MP. From 11 feet away. That one, no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hammonds passes to MP. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bates. Now here's Hayward. Defended by Holmgren. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview. As good as it gets early in the season.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the missed 3 from MP.
You want a high percentage take offensively. Get it to Holmgren in that spot.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
It's now time for a T-shirt giveaway. Let's hear you get loud.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Freeman. He's covered by Thompson. Down low, Hammonds kicks to MP. That's tipped, and he stays with it. For the three. Rebounded by Freeman.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Lakers shooting their first. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And additionally, they're doing a terrific job getting to the line tonight, and they're turning all those trips into early points.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Kerr. Hammonds is out there with MP. And it's Bates in at the power forward position. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Powell's checked in for Atlanta.
And at the line for one, Freeman.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He tallied 21 points. Was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. An inspirational performance from him. Hopefully one that gets his team back on track. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Freeman. Bank shot, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
MP, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Atlanta making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's Battle. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Richards got his first bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Hammonds. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside, Randolph. O'Connor with the bucket. O'Connor's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Sohan with the ball. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to O'Connor. Here's Richards. Makes it off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Hawks trail by 19. We've got Randolph, and it's Freeman in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Randolph looking around. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be real.
You see the court awareness from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
Intercepted. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. House is checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for MP. Los Angeles leading by 22. In the corner, Randolph with it. And it's off from 3-point range. The Hawks shooting 43% from the floor. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. So both teams making some changes here.
At the line for Los Angeles, Lou, shooting 1.
That's good from Lou. MP left side. And the dunk by MP.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Lou. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Hammonds is out there with MP. Then it's Thompson, and it's Alvarez, and at the 3, the small forward.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
MP kicks to Thompson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Lou. Pass to Holmgren for 3. Rebound by Hammonds.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. O'Connor with the bucket.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And a wide open look for MP. No good on the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Freeman passes to House. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Stolen. It's 2-on-1. Here's Freeman. And there it is for him. Freeman's got 23 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
In the corner, it's Temple. Here's the 3. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Good D by Holmgren. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Freeman passes to House. Over MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for the Lakers.
And so House nails both of them. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. MP. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Lou. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. Here was Stan Van Gundy, Greg And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on a look at the starting group for the Magic. Banchero out there with Williams. And it's Fudge in at shooting guard. And for the Hawks, we've got Asar Thompson. MP is out there with Drew. And it's Bates in at the power forward position. Now for both teams, it's game one of the NBA Cup. A chance to start strong in this group stage.
Remember, the group stage is just 4 games, so every game is huge. Expect both teams to come out with a little extra effort. It just means more than your average regular season contest.
Williams passes to Banchero with the shot and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Over to the wing. Drew passes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Williams passes to May. Good D by Thompson.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
Teams first.
Banchero looking around. Pass to May. Over Hayward. And May gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that will get you cooked.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls.
At the line,
and both free throws good for MP.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Washburn passes to Banchero. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Fudge's shot is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Last outing for Atlanta, it was a loss to the Nuggets.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns
on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
It's good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point lead. MP. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Washburn. Here's Fudge. 6 on the shot clock. Drains it from beyond the arc. Fudge has got 13 points.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Franz Wagner. He's out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Fudge in at the shooting guard position. Here's Washburn. Rebound by the Hawks. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The Hawks making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Wagner against Thompson. Knocked loose. Second chance shot, and May gets it to go. May's got 4 this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He tallied 21 points, and his range was on full display. In the face of their early season struggles, he came up with a nice performance. Maybe it'll get this team going as he hopes. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please give a big round of applause for your Hawks Youth Dance Team.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Drew is out there with MP. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hayward in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Williams, over Hayward. He nails it, and we're tied up. And it's 6 points here for Jalen Williams.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And MP throws it down.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Team first.
Here's Washburn. 6 points for him. Banchero outside. He takes it in and finished off by Banchero.
There's the speed. Banchero has it, but doesn't always show it. That time he did.
We often see Paulo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
To the middle, here's Drew. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Hawks lead by 2.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Washburn. He's got 9. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Banchero's difficult to match up.
Substitution on the court.
And so here's Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Washburn passes to May. Williams in the post, working on Thompson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense can react.
So on the floor for Orlando, Jalen Williams is out there with Paulo Banchero, and it's May in at the 5 down low.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
A finish. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Down low, MP lays it. up and banks it in. MP's got 25 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Banchero passes to May, and he goes in for the dunk.
That's a nice play by Paolo Banchero. I mean, just has an excellent feel for the game.
To the paint, and the dunk by MP.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Banchero. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Gutsy play that time from Banchero inside against pretty physical defense, too.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bates is checked in. Inside. And the dunk by MP.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Washburn. From 15 feet away, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
MP, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Driving in. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Hayward's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. MP passes to Drew. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, this guy is always in attack mode. Very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there. Not him. He's going right to the bucket.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
I like their defense today. And we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
MP's really making a difference here.
You know, that defense has helped us right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
Boy, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Look at Banchero finding his teammate out there, getting the ball into the hands of the open man. Man, that's impressive.
MP finds Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Pass to Fudge. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Bates. The rebound by May. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. To the inside. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's MyCareer. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 40 seconds left in the fourth. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the back.
And they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. And the Magic with possession, trailing by 5. It counts! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, MyCareer totally unbothered by the pressure of the moment.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
One more time. Let's hear it for your ATL Dancers.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Hawks with possession here. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-pointer.
Here's Fudge. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You kind of love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll...
In real life, you make video game style shots.
Yeah.
Curry fires. Oh!
Oh, Stephen Curry.
So in 2K, if you make a basket, you're greening. They call it greening.
Yeah.
So in real life Steph or 2K Steph, who would win a shot competition?
We talked about 2016 and being on the cover, and now, like, as the ratings have gone up, like 99 from 3 and all that type of stuff. I still feel like the real version would win, so I'm taking
like
myself over myself. It's weird.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they get off the bus earlier on. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Frazier. He's out there with Riley. And it's Frank in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, they've got Howard. Hammonds is out there with MP. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hayward in at center. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Pass to Riley. The three. Hayward grabs the board. Here's the Hawks with the ball. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And Parker with the block.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Hayward grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here. Howard kicks to MP. Back to Parker. Takes a 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. MP left side. And so just over a minute and a half played. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
On the mark with the 15-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Hayward. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
MP passes to Thompson. Lock at 6. Here's Hammonds. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Thunder. Olic off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the 3-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Pass to Riley. Over Howard. Riley can't hit. Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Thompson and Parker with the block. Frazier outside. 3-pointer. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one having out. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Williams, and it's Frank in at the 4 slot. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Magic was tremendous. He ended up with 37 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Woolridge is checked in for Frazier. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Woolridge inside. Defended by Kerr. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. To the left side wing. Kicks it out to MP. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Woolridge.
This shows two.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Back to Williams. Drives to the hoop. Over Kerr. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Oklahoma City, they have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
The Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Walsh. Back to MP. Another miss by MP.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Outside, Woolridge. Inside, here's Frank. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Bucket is good. Frank's got his second bucket.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Douglas dishes to MP. Douglas kicks to MP. Here's Walsh. A three-pointer is right on target. Walsh has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Woolridge. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. No good on the free throw.
Well, free throw.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
With the score, Atlanta 33, the Thunder 47.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Asar Thompson is out there with Howard. Then it's Hammonds. Then it's MP. And it's Hayward in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Parker with the steal. 3-on-3. Olic. And the wing jumper offline. The Hawks trail by 16. Down low. And the dunk by MP.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Parker. And he lays it straight in. Parker's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
To the right side. Latrey. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Hawks passing it around. Howard against Riley. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
On the wing, MP. No good from outside.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
All sorts of time, and again, it's Oklahoma City.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Atlanta making some changes. Bates is checked in, and Kerr's subbed in for MP. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second. Hayward's checked in, and MP subbed in for Kerr.
One shot.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Riley is out there with Frazier. Then there's Parker, and it's Nunez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Oklahoma City substitution.
The Thunder leading by 12. It's deflected and stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Teardrop shot. MP, no good. Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Drew passes to MP, and MP throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And they recover it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Shot clock at 6. Parker passes to Frank. Rebounded by Howard. The Hawks trail by 13. Pass to Thompson. He's looking for MP and finds him. That one goes. Count it.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Thompson against Frazier. Steps back and fires. Here's Riley. No good on that one. Hayward with some nice D. It's tipped. Pass to MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. The Hawks making a switch here. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're up by 9. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Well, we have a chance now to recap one of the standout performances of our game, earning our player of the game.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D.
That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Number 11.
And both free throws good for MP. Here's Goodrich. Pass to Frank. And here is Williams. Now here is Woolridge. On the wing, Goodrich. Shoots the three. No good there. So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 9 points. MP, no good. So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And so long.
It's time to celebrate the All-Star festivities for a week of big-time excitement in My Team.
We've got the players you voted for and exciting new player cards to bring to your My Team lineup just in time for All-Star Weekend.
All-Star packs are bringing the starters, reserves, and stars of All-Star Saturday night.
The starters will all be 99 overall Dark Matters, and every player in my team is going to want to share the court with the All-Star MVP, who will be added after the weekend as a 100 overall collection reward.
The festival is on now to celebrate, and 100 overall Yao Ming is yours if you collect them all.
A perennial favorite, ready to be the larger-than-life star of your lineup.
Collect event cards for the festival by playing in games. Look for challenges and special rewards in All-Star Team Up and Triple Threat Park, and also when you open packs.
Dark Matter Zach LaVine will shoot the lights out. Domantas Sabonis can facilitate from the post, and Victor Oladipo can slash through the defense.
And big-time collectors will be after the post-fading prowess of 100 overall Dirk Nowitzki.
Feature these amazing new All-Star player cards and a lot more to expand your collection and be the best in my team.
Welcome to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K. Today we're talking all things defense in NBA 2K26. When you want to guard the player that is closest to the ball, press the Swap Player button. Want to guard a specific player? Simply press the icon Swap Bumper, then choose the player's icon closest to the player you'd like to defend. Holding the left trigger will increase your defensive intensity and allow you to initiate contact. This works both on ball or off ball. You can also hold the sprint trigger to move faster. To crowd the ball handler, move toward them with intense D held. New to 2K26 is a variety of defensive upgrades, like more organic body bumps and free-flowing collisions. You'll be able to defend your opponent with much greater proficiency thanks in large part to the new Pro Play motion engine used in 2K26. On-ball defenders move much more naturally this year and can cut and plant with much greater precision thanks to Pro Play and the new motion tech. Next, let's discuss contesting a shot. If you're in great position directly in front and close to the shooter, your best bet is to hold the right stick up to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got MP, and it's Hammonds in at the 1. And for the 76ers, they've got Luka Doncic, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Stan, I know you love the numbers. What they're telling us tonight, these teams can shoot it.
Yeah, it's two of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing, and I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter.
Here's York. Doncic with it. Has to rush. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Bates. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. That one's good for 2.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Here's Rush. They grab their own miss.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts. Wembanyama is the first guy you need to get a body on.
MP, that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Rush. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Shoots from 14. Here's Wembanyama. Hayward with the block. They get it back. Counted. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night.
Number 11, taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for MP.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Throws it up high. The shot by Rush, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this way.
Here's Hammonds. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Kersey. Philadelphia moving it around. Doncic outside. Doncic is doubled. Here's Rush, covered by MP.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Philadelphia shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
At the line for your Sixers, Rush. Taking 2
That one misses.
shots.
And the second free throw is good. The Hawks leading. Bates, the pass to MP. Wembanyama with some nice D.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Doncic outside, beyond the arc. And they recover it. Rush, the pass to Wembanyama. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Pass to MP. Here's Hammonds from outside the arc. Drains the triple. Hammonds has got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, we've got Jalen Wells, and it's Hayward in at the 5. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 14. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Well, Coach, something you love about watching games, it's observing the dynamic of these NBA matchups.
Yeah.
So a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
At the end of the first half, with a score, your 76ers, 37. The Hawks, 54.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Atlanta leading by 17. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Rush in at shooting guard. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with.
And the defense.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam?
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And for Philadelphia, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Kersey. He's covered by Wells. And the basket by Rush. Rush has got 11 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, we know the attention that Wembanyama will command. That time, moving it along to the open man.
Hey, Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Inside, here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Kersey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kersey's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Well, that's the kind of defensive play you need to win ball games. Great block from Wembanyama.
Here's Rush. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Rush has got 9 points here in the second half.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
And the basket by MP.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to York. Here's Kersey. Philadelphia moving it around. Three-pointer. The shot by Rush, no good. The Hawks lead by 12. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
The offensive rebound. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Bates. It's rebounded by York.
Well, you can't play better defense than that. Patrolling that mid-range area.
And the basket by Rush.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here.
It's time for Keystone.
And the Hawks going with a whole new...
Substitution on the court.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. They've got MP. And it's Hammonds in at the point. Buries it from 3.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Pass to MP. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
That one falls. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
That shot is off. 8 for 13 so far. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Here's MP. Watch by Wallace. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You look at MP, he's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Elliott passes to Wembanyama. Doncic outside. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds the shot.
And the basket by MP.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
MP. And the call over the back.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, but I don't mind the guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebounds.
York, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jackson, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks lead by 19. Hammonds, the pass to Bates. Here's Hammonds. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hawks.
Substitution on the court. At the line for the Hawks, Thompson. At the line for one,
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Now here's Wallace. Defense right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Here's Wembanyama. An easy 2 on the layup. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. MP shot is good.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Count it. Good.
Assist from
15 seconds left to play in the fourth. From the top of the key, can't get it to fall. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah, it's time to get on the train for your top plays of the week. Scott Moak here, public address announcer of the Sacramento Kings. And the plays pulling into the station. All aboard! First stop is the theater with exclusive 185. Deflects the ball for a turnover, runs the floor off the ball, and sprints in to slam home a double alley-oop, flashing the legend aerial wizard and soaring to the rim. Almost enough flight time to show a movie. By the way, pass me some of that movie theater popcorn. Now approaching the proving grounds with Benji. Game on the line. A timeout leaves only 0.4 on the clock. Runs into the paint, elevates, and flushes home the go-ahead basket. It took a series of solid plays, an above-the-rim thriller, and no more time to spare. Speaking of, it's time to vote. Time to choo-choo choose. Which play moves you? Maybe it's the long-jumping double lob or the clutch throwdown against the clock. I've got an equally tough choice ahead. The dining car has 3 dinner options. I wonder what Slamson's eating. He always has a ton of energy, you know? See you at the station.
Next week, we'll be bringing you highlights from All-Star and a chance at some extra VC.
That's right. We'll have another 2K TV interactive special for you. So make sure you brush up on all your All-Star trivia just in case.
Just in case, because you never know. And we'll also be tipping off Season 5.
That's right. So get out there, finish Season 4 strong with those wins, and we'll see you on the courts.
Now, the starting lineup for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At power forward, Lee Howard. At the other forward position, Jalen Wells. At center, Zach Hayward. At point guard, Chuck Hammonds. At the other guard position, number 11. The head coach of the visiting team is Jordan Ott. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Toronto.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. We've got Jalen Wells, and it's MP in at the 2. And for the Raptors, we've got Barnes, and it's Christie in at the 1. This is their second straight game facing off, Grant. Do you see tonight playing out like last game?
No, I think this one looks different. When we talked with the coaches, BA, they told us they've each got some new wrinkles for tonight.
Here's Hammonds. From deep, MP. McCormick with a rebound. Here's Klein. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw plays for him.
To the middle. And MP throws it down.
Assisted.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Pass to McCormick. 6 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
MP's shot is good. MP's gotten his second bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. And that's one he wants back, just wide open. but not able to connect that time.
Hey, the slam by Hayward.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's MP. And it's Singleton with a rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
MP, that one's good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Christie, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. It's hauled in by Hayward.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
MP, no good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Christie passes to Barnes. Rebounded by the Hawks. Last time they met in Atlanta.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their number one priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
MP, no good. Raptors trail by 4. To end the drought. Christie's shot is off. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Howard. The shot from the low post is good. And Toronto calls time here.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Your very loudest. Who wants one?
Both teams will... This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Scotty Barnes. One shot.
That free throw good from Barnes. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
We've got Barnes, and it's Christie in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the 76ers put on a show. He dropped 24 points, and plus, he nabbed a couple boards. He was a big reason they were able to snap that losing streak, using it as motivation, guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Howard. After the basket by Toronto. MP finds Howard. Rebound by the Raptors. Fine's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Offensive board. Count it. Singleton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Hawks trail by 11.
2 minutes remaining.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Hayward, good.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
The Raptors have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's McCormick. He's covered by Wells. McCormick can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Here's Drew over Christie and rejected. To the wing, right side. Here's Klein. No good on the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The teardrop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a moment now to quickly... And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the
first half of play. The score, Toronto 50, Atlanta 22.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Raptors lead by 8. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. They've got MP. And it's Hammonds in at the point. Pass to McCormick. Howard against Barnes. It's Barnes. And that one is stuffed right through.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Here's Howard to the inside. MP, soft touch off the glass. MP's got 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Clyde misses the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
MP, that one's good. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks, I got a status report from Toronto's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he could play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
Thanks for the update there, Allie. Well, good to know about his status. And regardless of how serious an injury it is, nobody wants to let their team down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
He's off on the second. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, BA, skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved. But we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
And the shot's good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Klein. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Singleton's got 11.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Howard against Barnes. Back to Howard. Kicks it out to MP. The 3. Barnes with the rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Timeout called, the Raptors. And now a glimpse of... Here's Parker. Oh, denied by Hayward. Fine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 11. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And the upcoming schedule for the Atlanta Hawks. On Sunday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Tuesday, the New York Knicks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
For that game against Chicago, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Here's Clemens. Pass to Klein. Here's Clemens. Fires the 3. Dives for it. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Christie's checked in for Clemens.
For Toronto, Christie.
Hawks trail by 7. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring offense.
They could have used more of those kind of rebounds earlier. It's hurt their cause.
Tipped. And here's Christie. Here's Klein. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. Just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
And Toronto calls time here.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
A chance to check out our player of the game.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen. So don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
As always, Allie, well, thank you. Good work there as it goes.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for that.
Here's Howard. He nails it, and we're tied. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They trail by 2. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth. Atlanta with the ball. MP to pass to Alvarez. Back to MP to take the lead. He's off on that one. Christie with some nice D. Toronto has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. He gets it in there.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Wells, the pass to Howard. It's good! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Pass to Christie. Here's Klein. Launches a 3. It's good! From beyond the arc!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're losing by 5. 24 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
It's Orange Party with your North Side crew. Show some love, fans.
It's Wells on the wing. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. From 7 feet. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so MP will bring it up for Atlanta. Launches it from deep. And they get it back.
Well, that's been the story here. A lot of lucky bounces going their way to give them extra possession.
So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. Forward, Lee Howard. At forward, Jalen Wells. This is your starting 5.
Giving the gift of... Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. We've got Jalen Wells, and it's Hammonds in at point guard. And for the Nets, Kobe White out there with Moody, and it's Barea in at the 5. They're getting a 2-for-1 on this road trip, Grant. Taking on both of the teams here in New York.
And I like what the league has done with the schedule, trying to make things more efficient, limiting the miles traveled by each team.
Outside Moody. Pass to Fleming. Back to Moody. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Charic outside. White on the wing. Drops one in from the wing. Here's Hammonds. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Now here's MP, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. White with it. Now guarded by MP. Down low. Here's Barea. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's White. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Right side Moody. Howard grabs the miss.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And MP throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Oh, another miss by MP.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's White. MP with the block. Wells, the pass to MP. Here's Hammonds. Moody defends. Lets it fly. And that one comes up a bit short. The Nets with the lead. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
MP up top. Pass to Wells. That one goes. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim. And
easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. He'll gladly take those.
That puts him in the lead. Wells has got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn coming into this having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of...
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
They've got Moody, also Kobe White out there, and it's Barea in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the Nets 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Raptors had a huge game. He dropped 24 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in. But he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Pass to Hammonds. Shot clock at 6. And here's MP from outside.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Fleming passes to Moody. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hawks lead by 5. And And the basket by MP. MP's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Bates. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Back to White. The 3-ball. Hammonds grabs a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Now Howard. No made baskets yet. Deflected. Here's White. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Team second.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2. Kobe White.
First one falls for. And so it's Atlanta out in front by 19 going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 19. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Kicking off the second half. Here's Jordan Ott 5. They've got MP, and it's Howard in at the 4. MP shot is off. Well, Brooklyn's shooting just under 40% from the field. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first free throw is good.
At the line, Saric.
And both free throws good for Saric.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Yep, count it. And 12 points for MP.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That one drops for him.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
There's the triple. Rebound Atlanta. Wells has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hammond. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He hits the second from the line. Nets trail by 17. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Barea. White for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Bates has got 6 rebounds in the game. White with the steal. Here's Moody. Sinks that one from the post. Moody's got 9 points.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
In transition, here comes Brooklyn. Pass to White from downtown.
Come on.
Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. And here we can check out the story for him. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Baldwin's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. All right, time for an injury report.
I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Hawks about his status. I'm told there's some stiffness in one of the finger joints, but overall, the rest of the hand feels okay. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And here's Saric for three. Cleared away by Wells. Wells has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Over to the wing. Lets the three fly. Nets keep it alive. Pass to Saric. It's stolen by MP. Outside Wells. Brooklyn pulls it in.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Inside, MP. And MP throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Nets trail by 21. There's 1:34 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Saric, and there's another one for Brooklyn.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And Atlanta making a change here.
Substitutions on the court.
1:50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Moody is out there with Kobe White. And it's Wilkins in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hawks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming up on the floor for your Knicks.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Moody. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for the Hawks.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Celebrate the excitement of All-Star Weekend in a brand new event in MyCareer, All-Star Takeover, presented by State Farm. Head over to the event center all weekend long, get transported to the court in LA, and earn double rep and prizes. All of the players in this event will be taking over with 99 overall stats and max badges. Plus, when there's a minute left in each quarter, light things up from the 4-point State Farm logo zones to really stack up those points. Bring your all-star allies for...
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Hammonds. Howard is out there with Wells. Then it's MP. And it's Hayward in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Anthony Edwards. Scott is out there with Reynolds. Then it's Fears. And it's Singletary in at the center position. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really
get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
To the middle, here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Hammonds passes to MP, and MP throws it down.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside, Scott. Here's Singletary. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Scott kicks to Edwards. Over MP. Reynolds. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
At the elbow, it's MP. And MP throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Pass to Singletary. Now Scott. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Howard. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reynolds, off target at the rim.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
And he could not hit that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Atlanta with the ball. To the paint. Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 8 points.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Reynolds, and he can't bank that one in. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something. Anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Come on, get it up for your Timberwolves.
Yep.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for Atlanta, Asar Thompson is out there with Kerr. Then it's Drew. Then it's MP. And it's Hayward in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
And MP throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
It's blocked. Edwards against Curry. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Scott with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about... So it's Minnesota out in...
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Timberwolves 58, the Hawks 41. The Timberwolves.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jeremiah Fears.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Fears is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Scott. Then it's Reynolds. And it's Singletary in at the 5. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Edwards passes to Singletary. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster chance.
You know, the defense locked so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
And here's MP for 3. Great D that time from Edwards.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to Fear. Here's Reynolds, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
Now here's Scott. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Chicago was tremendous. He added 22 points and drilled a few from outside the arc, helping open up the floor. Seems to be his theme lately. Nobody has been able to stop him. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Puts it up from 12, and it goes down 2 points. MP's got 6 here in this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 20. Pass to Edwards. And the rejection by MP. Here's Hammonds. 7 points in the game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here we can check out the score for him. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Singletary. Here's Reynolds. He's guarded by Howard. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Edwards got 17 now.
Beating the buzzer just by a whisker. Edwards with the flair for the dramatic.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Howard. MP is out there with Drew. Then there's Wells, and it's Hayward in at center. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Timberwolves passing it around. Connects from three-point range.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Howard. Count it.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Uncovered, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Howard kicks to MP. Oh, good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 22. Covered by Wells. The layup off target. Atlanta shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Hayward and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Left side, Scott. Shoots over Wells. Scott, good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
With floor spacing so in demand, league wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
MP. Here's Howard. Goes up again. Rebound that time collected by Madsen. Timberwolves leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against Atlanta.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be fine in the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Alvarez. Back to MP. On the wing, Thompson. Clock at 6. Over Gooden. Got a hand on it. And here's Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.